Well, it's not regulation, it's just an imitation. Come listen to our silly little show. Join Dennis, KP, David, and Misty as they banter and they argue to and fro. It's a nothing little show, but that's in the title now you know. We're coming to the chorus, time to go. It's deep lore about nothing, deep lore about nothing. Now with new intro.
Well, speaking of interesting, we've got a hot start to today's episode of Deep Lore About Nothing. I'm Dennis, being joined by David, KP, and Misty.
How's it going, everybody?
And I was having technical difficulties.
We got to hear.
We almost did not record this. It was so bad that I had to refrain from actually explaining what happened just as I get onto the call here. We had planned a set time to do our recording. I come home, take the dog for a walk, do our little, take him for a walk, give him a treat, all that jazz. I set up my laptop to get this set up, and I was going to watch a YouTube video and get changed and all that. And I'm like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom, actually. So I get up and I accidentally kick my laptop onto my bedroom floor.
Oh, no.
While it is plugged in, and that's not good.
What are you, Andrew Panton?
The irony is not lost on me.
Oh, my God.
You didn't slip on it, did you?
No, I did not slip on it. So I go to pick it up. And it just it fell plop straight down. Didn't like bounce or anything. Nothing looked like it's broken. I even pick it up and I hear the fans going. So I'm like, okay, this can't be that bad.
Famous last words.
Yeah, for real. Schrodinger's laptop up in here.
Yeah.
It is Schrodinger's laptop.
It is broken and not broken.
It's frozen off at the side. The screen is just slightly off center, and I'm like, fuck. So I send a quick little message off to you guys of like, we're in flux. Don't know if we're gonna get this working, but let's see what we can figure out.
Yeah.
Golly.
God, Dennis.
Yeah. Thankfully, I get lucky in my laptop is essentially the exact same model as my girlfriend's laptop. We both have Lenovo's. Both are ThinkPads. Mine is a touch screen. Hers isn't. But I'm like, what if it's a battery issue? Because as I'm able to reboot this thing, it comes back and it says, 8% battery. And I'm like, we are not recording on this with an 8% battery.
Yikes.
It would be the shortest episode ever. Hi, bye.
2 minutes.
Welcome to Deep Lore About Nut.
Exactly. So I'm like swapping out batteries. I'm unplugging. I'm trying to do everything. I've got the battery from this one. It's the wrong size, slightly different voltage. And I'm like, oh, well, I can't just put her battery into mine, even though the pins are the same. But I plug it into hers, hoping it'll just take a charge because it wasn't charging.
Oh, okay.
And then while the battery is out of this, I'm like, okay, I'm going to see if we can just raw dog this thing and plug the charger into my laptop without a battery in it and just see if it'll boot that way. Thankfully it did. I'm like, okay, this will be the touchiest, like, I'd better not kick this thing again. Otherwise we're fucked right in the middle of this.
Say if I look at it wrong.
Keep your feet away from your laptop,
Don't
Nick.
even stop breathing in its direction.
I'd just be recording from across the room.
My next question was gonna be, do you have a set of Bluetooth so you can hook up to your laptop, just set your laptop on the table and walk the fuck away?
It's like a fucking bomb.
I do, but the microphone I have is a wired USB mic.
Ooh.
I do have headphones in for the sake of, not having a lot of bleed through, not having a lot of echo, but that's beside the point. And so, 5 minutes before we sit down to do this call and start recording, I have this put back together. I have the battery in, and it is gone from 8% charged, now up to 57%.
Jeez
Progress.
Louise.
And I was, in the meantime, while I was trying to get things charged, I was able to go and grab myself a nice, rewarding dinner in anticipation of having a wonderful evening with you guys. So I had a big ass poutine and a banquet burger.
Ooh,
So add 1 to my burger count.
Hey.
hell yeah.
You know, Dennis, every single week, and this is probably, I don't know how long this is going to happen, but it's probably going to happen for a while. Every single week, I forget that you were in Canada. Every single week. And then there are little things that remind me throughout the week that, oh yeah, Dennis is Canadian. That's right.
Like the poutine.
Like the poutine. Or I can't remember what it was exactly, but we were talking about something in the server in the text chat after we recorded our gameplay the other night, after we recorded our commentary for that. And I was like, just all of a sudden I remembered you were from Canada again, and I was like, oh yeah, Dennis is Canadian. Why do I keep forgetting that? Why? I don't know why. I know other people from Canada, like Paul from my server. He's from Canada. He's from Montreal, and I'm like, I know other people on my other servers that are from Canada. My friend No Way's from Canada. No Way's also from Montreal, just like Paul. And I'm like, I remember they're Canadian. I don't forget that they're Canadian, but for some reason every single week, I am forgetting that you are Canadian.
Because it's one of those things that doesn't come up a whole lot.
You'll say a boot. You'll say a boot. All of a sudden, it'll be like, oh yeah, Dennis is Canadian.
It's one of those crazy things. Like we're 94% the same. That 6% difference between Canada and the US in terms of culture is a big ass 6%.
It's such a big ass 6%.
6% has never felt so big.
A hefty 6.
But I don't know why. I don't know why it's just you. It's just you that I always forget. Every time I have a conversation with Paul, it never obviously it's never a reoccurring thought that I'm like, oh yeah, this person is Canadian. But it's never something that I forget about anybody else that I know but you for some reason.
I'm used to it being the other way, where I just assume that everyone else online is American, and then when I happen to run across someone from Europe or someone from up here in Canada or Mexico or wherever, it's like, oh, that explains the weird ass time difference.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've got a couple of friends over on the Rooster Teeth Discord that are from overseas, and so they have to come to events at midnight that for us are in the middle of the goddamn day, or at 5 p.m. and it's 1-2 o'clock in the morning for them.
That's dedication. I would not.
God.
Honestly, I would much
That
rather
is fucking dedication.
Yeah.
And some of them host events too, and they host them at the times or our time zones, not theirs. That they would be up in the middle of the day, so that we're having to get up in the middle of the night or just super early in the morning. When they host events, they'll host them at 3 p.m., 4 p.m. for us. That's wild dedication.
Yeah.
Well, before we get into our awesome reviews of episode, I think we left off at episode 14 of
Yeah. We left off at the end of episode 14 because
episode 14.
I had to dip out
I
a little
had a
early.
little bit more, but yeah, we ended it so suddenly. So
sorry, everybody. That was my bad. I got some health issues that caused
no
that.
apologies. Real life will always come first.
I'm apologizing to the audience, not you, Dennis. The fuck?
No, apologize all the time, every time. How dare you?
We had plausible deniability. They didn't have to know it was anyone's fault.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's just it. I can't not take blame for things. It's kind of what I do.
So you are the opposite of Shaggy, where it was you.
Yeah, it was me.
They
Most
saw you banging
likely,
on the counter. It was you. They even caught you on camera. It was you.
they even caught me on camera.
I was lucky enough to now update my regulation burger tracker for the year. Take a guess at anywhere between 1 and 100 what my burger count for the year is.
34.
Burger count started in September, right?
Yeah, it goes from September until September.
Right. I mean,
I'm gonna stick with 34.
I see quite a bit of your food options that you
Yeah.
decide most days over on the FTC server. So, I mean, I'd probably say I want to say like 24, 25.
I'll stick with a good 30.
Nice. Across the board. Nice numbers.
I have, as of about half an hour ago,
He's gonna blow us the fuck
I've-
away. Watch this.
I finished my 64th burger.
Jesus fucking Christ! I told you! I fucking
Man's
told
made
you,
a
didn't I?
burger.
I did. Didn't I say it? Didn't I say it the moment before he revealed his number? He was just gonna blow all of our fucking guesses away?
Yeah.
I knew
gave
I
our
was guessing
rookie
super
numbers.
fucking low. I knew I was guessing super low.
Like, we really could have added any two of your answers together and it still would have, like,
It still would have been just shy. Like, that's...
I mean, mine and KP's would have been pretty perfect.
It would have been just over one,
Pretty
because you
close.
guys picked 35 and 30, right?
I said
Yeah.
34.
Oh, you
Yeah, I
did say
said
34, and yours was, it was what, 64, Dennis?
64.
Jesus, yeah.
And
So
yet-
you guys combined would have made his number, but like, holy shit.
I'm looking at it here. I'm on the regulationtrackingidiots.com website. I've pulled it up. Some absolute, I guess we should call them a well-endowed legend of meat
Woof.
is now currently
Whoa,
at 200.
Dennis.
They're the largest hamburger tracker chart score here is 294.
Jeez.
Wow.
And that's
You're talking
from
about-
September?
Since September.
You want to talk about dedication? That's some
That's-
dedication.
Ali.
Last week we were talking about competitive eating, and damn. It's not a competition, everybody.
That is well over one burger every single day.
I gotta be honest. I think my burger counts maybe a solid like 18.
But
In
it's not a
September.
competition.
No, it's not a competition, and I like because of my health issue. I don't eat a whole lot of the things that I want to eat anymore, mainly because of anxiety about eating them and them causing my nausea to act up. So I'm real. I tiptoe around things that I want to eat. If we were counting chicken sandwiches, though, I've been eating a lot of chicken sandwiches. I get chicken patties from the store and I air fry them, and then I make chicken sandwiches out of them.
I have no clue what my burger count is. Probably like at least 10.
Hey, double
Again,
digits.
it
There
is
you go.
not a competition. It is not the quantity of burger. It is the enjoyment of the burgers that you do have.
Yeah, definitely. Once summer hits, I'm hoping that like my burger count might go up a little bit, because
Yeah.
my best friends, a couple of my best friends, just moved about 5 minutes away from my house, so I'm hoping I'll be going over there for some grill parties every once in a while.
Almost forgot about the baby shower.
Why are you showering babies?
I would hope that a baby is not trapped in the shower.
I was trying so hard to formulate something good.
It's raining babies.
It's rain there. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to do something with rain and babies.
Well, I think we now have an episode title.
Oh no.
Yes. An episode title that has nothing to do with what we're talking about for the 2 episodes
It's
that were
perfect.
No, God, no.
That's
It's
perfect.
perfect. It's
Wonderful.
us.
So
We are not about being professional. We are not about being anything but a good time. And so if we can come up with something that just makes us laugh, I'm happy about it.
professionalism's overrated. Trying to figure out where I left off in my notes for episode 14 here. We were talking about the bootleg store. The not Rooster Teeth store was the last thing that I remember us talking about.
Yeah.
My notes at the end, can you sue yourself?
I think that's the very definition of a frivolous lawsuit.
Because
Well,
I mean,
you're right. They were talking about suing themselves and essentially having a self-contained Ouroboros lawsuit of suing yourself over the not the roosterteethstore.com.
Yeah.
but wouldn't it
Because
just be the company versus Andrew at that point? Because it wouldn't be.
that's what I was thinking. Was like, how would that play out? Because in some fashion, it would be Jeff versus Andrew, right? Because if it like came down to the bottom line of like the people who founded the company, then it would be Jeff, Gus, Bernie, and at that time, I think Joel was still around, and Matt.
Yeah.
So it would be all of them versus Andrew, right?
I'm sorry, I've been distracted while you guys were talking about that because I realize now
He was playing
not the
GTA.
not the roosterteethstore.com is available.
Shit, maybe we should get it.
Oh, buy the domain.
Buy the domain and we'll sell our fake merch.
How much would it be to buy it?
I'd have to make an offer for. Oh wait, here's where being Canadian fucks everything up.
He said sorry,
Not-
and it reminded me he was Canadian again, guys. See, it's shit like that.
I'm clenching my fucking teeth so hard right now.
Oh, what's wrong?
It's telling me not the roosterteethstore.ca is available, but I can make an offer for not the roosterteethstore.com.
So not the roosterteethstore.com is up for auction? Is that what you're telling us?
Make an offer to buy. Do we want to pay $199 to offer to get not the roosterteethstore.com?
Oof. I mean,
Maybe if
that's
that ad revenue comes in.
yeah. Let's see if we can get that ad revenue.
We're not getting ad revenue. Have you seen us?
I've been kind of surprised that I haven't heard any Spotify ad cut-ins.
Could look into putting some kind of an ad break in somewhere and see if we can make that happen.
We interrupt this podcast with an important announcement. Deep Lore About Nothing now presents its first, and possibly last, gameplay supplemental. Introducing Deep Lore About Wrestling. Yes, we've taken multiple Regulation and Rooster Teeth inspired characters, and even some of our hopefully still friends, and turned them into created wrestlers on the latest WWE 2K release. Join us for an event crazy in the making where Gum Gum from the Infinites takes on Krampus in an I Quit match. Kyborg the Mighty versus Ratty Boy. Bart and Mud from the Infinites versus Mateed and Chip Haney from the Grotesque Stinky Dragon campaign. Also, a triple threat tag team TLC title match. Superfan Jack versus Mr. Diddles in an Inferno match. And our main event, a six-way Hell in the Cell for the Regulation Wrestling Championship. This can only happen in a video game. All apologies to anyone that we've parodied or possibly, hopefully not, but maybe we've offended along the way. Join us for an amazing video. It's called Deep Lore About Wrestling. Now back to your regularly scheduled podcast.
I mean, I know that there's some of the podcasts I listen to that just like dynamic ad inserts, but some of them have like direct ad sales for that podcast, so it's an AI generated ad for the company that is like loosely connected to the podcast, and it like mentions the podcast that I'm like listening to in some fashion.
Yeah, it's like a podcast network thing where a group of different shows are all kind of produced loosely.
Oh no, this is for a two podcast set that is produced solely by two fucking people. Actually, well, it's produced by three people. One of them is the editor, and is the wife of one of the hosts. She's not on the podcasts. The Horror Virgin and Romancing the Pod, with Paige Wesley and Todd Slosher.
I have heard of Romancing the Pod.
Romancing the Pod is really fun. They listen to like romantic comedies, or they watch romantic comedies and romantic movies, and they talk about them scene by scene. And they're actually my inspiration for a movie podcast that I want to do.
Very similar to how we watch, or I guess listen to episodes.
Yeah, exactly.
In Regulation.
Exactly.
And break them down step by step.
Exactly.
How did we get off on this tangent?
We were talking about ad
breaks.
revenue.
Breaks.
But they do actually get some ads like directly offered to them, and they were doing like self ad reads for a while, but like recently they've done a couple of self ad reads and had some Spotify AI generated ad reads from different companies that end up mentioning the podcast in some fashion in the ad. And I can tell it's AI generated because obviously that can't be a real person's voice. Too perfect.
It's too clean, too perfect,
Too clean. Yeah,
enunciated.
I've been listening to real people for years, okay? I know what real people sound like.
I know what real people sound like. I'd hope so.
I'm not somebody who can be tricked by AI, all right?
You know what's similar to being tricked by AI? Being tricked by told, yeah, we're trying to end the podcast. And then episode 14, after they say they're going to end their show, they went on for another 10 minutes.
Yeah, they did. I have here.
10-minute outro.
I have
Andrew's his burner phone. He sent out the number.
I have here Andrew drops the ball trying to explain a bit before the intro. And then Andrew definitely can't do anything intro. Or outro.
And then they outsource their outro because he got a phone call live
Outro
on
source.
that burner line from a nice person named Chris, volunteered to do their outro and did a banger fucking job.
Hell yeah,
so
they
good.
did. That's actually one of my like favorite outros early on in the show, because listening to their like some of their stumble over outros at the beginning of the show was like a lot of fun and was like the highlight of my week a lot of the times, because when Fuckface first came out was when I was a graveyard manager at Taco Bell.
Graveyard manager at Taco Bell led to a lot of listening to Fuckface.
Yeah, I mean, I would listen to that like in the middle of the night between playing music for my team members, because I mostly worked with quite a few teenagers, and so I had a Bluetooth speaker that I would put up in the kitchen, and I would just like blast music, and we would just like kind of rock out and do all our shit. But while I was doing while I was doing breaks and lunches and all that, I would put my earbuds in and I would like clean the kitchen and do things that like I was supposed to do as the manager. And I would listen to Fuckface or like one of my podcasts throughout the week.
That is sort of weirdly leading me to the idea for a draft, because I think we've all either been in those sorts of jobs where they have music playing on the PA and the music just sucks. It's songs that
God.
you are so sick of, you can't stand it. They are the worst songs to hear while you're at work. And we might have different playlists that play, we might have different genres even, but there's going to be at least 5 songs from each of us where we just hate that fucking song, and we know when we go to work we're going to have to hear that same fucking song. So we might have to do
Man, this one might be a hard one for me because I've never really had to deal with that at a lot of my jobs.
I worked retail during the holiday season. That is
Same.
When I worked retail,
terrible.
my boss let me log into my music account on the computer, and that controlled the PA system. So I just played music that was appropriate to play in the store. So I played like classic rock like Elton John and Queen and things like that when I was at work. When I worked retail.
So-
Like that's why I'm like, this is gonna be a hard one for me, you guys.
When I was working retail, when I was like back in like the manager's office area, I kind of realized, like, it took me a while to realize, but we actually got like CDs in that had like set playlists that would just, I guess, kind of loop.
You got
Or
mixtapes.
I think that, yeah, we literally got mixtapes, and this was back in like 2022. Still getting like mixtapes from corporate to play.
oh no.
Oh my
And-
god.
But it would also have like the like ads and promos like interspliced into it too, and I'm like, what? But oh god, what? There was the one that I can remember. It's not that it's a bad song, but it just irked me to no end. So it was the song September by Earth, Wind and Fire, but since it was the holiday season, the song was December.
Oh no. My
Yes.
son loves that song.
Like, oh,
It's a good song.
no.
Any other
Great
time
song.
of year.
That
Yeah.
song, that's one of the songs. I'm really into music, so there's not a lot of music that really annoys me. Like even country music. I'm a big fan of country music. I mean, rap kind of annoys me. But like I also don't listen to a lot of new music. So
Well, a lot
we
of that
play
is
the
gonna
radio. We play the radio at work, so there's days where I hear the same song 3 different times, and
Yeah.
it irks me to no end.
I remember I used to have an
I can
MP3
only
player
hear
that had only one album burned onto it because I had a buddy who had a Maroon 5 CD that we burned onto my computer, and then I copied onto my MP3 player. I had that MP3 player for like 5 years, and that single album was on it the entire time.
which album was it?
Oh god, it was the one from like 2012 with Payphone, Lucky Strike,
Okay.
One More Night.
Oh,
Yeah. That I had that fucking album on that MP3 player, and only that album on that MP3 player for like 5 years. But that MP3 player also picked up AM and FM radio, so I oftentimes would listen to the radio when I was using the MP3 player if I didn't want to listen to that album.
it looks like it's
I'm
Maroon 5's Overexposed.
overexposed.
Yep. Yeah. I remember the album cover, and that's it. Like, that's...
So now if you would have told me it was songs about Jane, peak Maroon 5.
Absolutely. 100%. You are absolutely correct, KP. Peak Maroon 5.
This is the Valley Maroon 5. The Valley of Interest Maroon 5.
The Valley of Interest Maroon 5, you guys, right here. Oh, that's
Although
funny.
I like Wiz Khalifa's part on Payphone.
That's I got real familiar with Wiz Khalifa's part on Payphone on that album. Okay, you guys, I got real familiar with that whole album. But like, Payphone was one of my favorite Maroon 5 songs when I was a kid. It just was so catchy.
Catchy, and yet now, who the hell knows what a payphone even fucking is?
Dude, nobody except for maybe 4 of us.
And yeah, not even Doctor Who fans, because it's not even a proper payphone. It's a police call box.
It's a police
Yeah.
call box, yeah.
Or
It's funny that you bring up Doctor Who, because I've just been watching Doctor Who for the last, week.
and there's not even enough nostalgia now for Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Hey, that's bogus.
I love
And I'll
that
tell
movie.
you what.
I really like the second movie. Amazing movies.
All right,
The third
Dennis.
one's okay too.
Dennis, you need to take your opinion of Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey and get out, because that is a terrible movie.
But it had an awesome soundtrack. That had Kiss's "God Gave Rock and Roll to You" on it.
It had a great soundtrack. I liked some of the movie. It was ultimately, though, like, my favorites are Excellent Adventure and Face the Music. Face the Music was fun, although it
Yeah.
was kind of irritating.
And they had a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah. Oh, they did. That's right. I always forget about
And
that.
I unironically love the theme song for the Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures Saturday morning cartoon.
Whenever I meet somebody who tells me they've never seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, I'm like, oh my god, what? Is that
He
wait?
basically shit his pants when I told him I hadn't seen it.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of things we haven't seen much of episode 15 yet of Fuckface because we keep getting sidetracked.
Hey,
Gotta love it, right, everyone?
sidetrack. It's the best kind of track.
We're paying homage to the media,
Absolutely.
the source material.
And hey, if this has to be half an episode of us just going on random tangents and then the other half of us doing episodes 15 and 16, we can do that. It's fine.
We'll make it work.
It's not like our
Make it
audience is
work.
going to care. It gives us some more deep lore, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Hey!
own
And
lore.
more nothing.
Yeah,
are
there
the
you
nothing.
go.
We are the deep lore.
The
But they
lore
get right
runneth
into it with just punishment for a headbutt. And it's been so long since I've listened to these episodes and taken notes. We are a couple of weeks removed from the listening and
Oh,
reviewing,
yeah.
where it's like I have written down punishment for a headbutt as my first note, and I'm like, but then it makes more sense when I'm like, more sports should have red cards. Can you think of a sport that would be
Oh.
improved by having a red card system, kind of like they do in soccer?
I mean, football kind of already, like American football kind of already has
Mm-hmm.
card system in a way with the
Yeah,
flags.
they throw a flag down.
Even though I'm going to be honest, I played football when I was in junior high and high school a little bit and still never understood how to fucking play football. Baseball was my thing. Baseball was what I understood. It was easy and quick, and I got to get most of my anger out. So, but
I feel like hockey.
I mean, hockey doesn't
Hockey,
need
they have a
cards.
whistle.
They have fights.
Yeah. I went to a fight and a hockey game broke out.
I can't tell you how many times I've heard that fucking joke.
Oh no.
Then again, I can't tell you how many times I've told that fucking joke.
I was gonna say, Dennis, do we need to ask you how many times you've told that joke? Because I feel like that kind of boosts the number on how many times you've heard it.
Oh, I don't pay attention to myself when I talk, so there we go.
It's just like a roaring in your ears.
What's that
Could be.
ringing?
Oh, it's me.
Oh, that's what I sound like.
But then they
Me when I'm listening
Um,
back to our recordings.
but then they went off and asked and made me ask the question, How do you make a red card in a sport more exciting?
Draw and quarter the person who got the red card.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Sorry. It wouldn't be exciting though.
It really would be, but like,
Yeah.
whoa.
It would be the first time.
That somebody gotten drawn and quartered for a red card in a sport?
I mean, it sounds like a thing.
Why do I think of like Aussie rules football when I think of drawn and quartered and a red card at the same time?
Nothing more.
Victorian era pigskin football.
I think I
mean-
now have the single weirdest though transition in my own notes that I can't quite make sense of and don't have much context for. But it's so good that I have to bring it up here. And the question is, and maybe you can all help me with this, can there be love in porn?
See,
so-
that was my next notes because I had quotes from Gavin and then Jeff. It went, "You watching gay porn?" Kinda, yeah.
I have here Jeff watches gay porn not for the sexual gratification, but for the lulz.
I can't remember the context of this.
I can't
For the
either.
life of me.
I can't either. I've been trying to remember it for a good 5 minutes. I've been looking at this. I've been looking back at it every couple of seconds going, what the fuck does this note mean? I meant to go back and listen to the episodes 15 and 16 before we recorded today, but I got all distracted and turned around today mentally, and I was like, I'm just going to sit here and just relax until we record.
Well, because most of episodes 15 and 16 were focused on the pencil bet.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this side stuff, it's sort of like the salad on your plate while you're out at a steak restaurant. You know, it's not the main event. It is not the main course, but you might as well like dive in a little bit and enjoy the salad.
I have a large slew of notes on the pencil bet for episode 16.
Same here. But there's so much more in episode 15 as well.
Yeah. I have things. Where is it? Here we go. I have Andrew argues against intros. Jeff has to spell the Instagram handle so that it doesn't get bleeped. The fuckface card collection. This was
The collectible collection.
I believe that this was like the first mention of in episode 15. It was Jeff's first mention of trying to build a specific collection of cards collected by the fuckface crew.
Mhm.
And this was kind of, it wasn't the birth of his idea for the break show, but it was the beginnings of it, because I believe a couple of episodes back he had mentioned wanting to do, or had been at least doing card breaks and had mentioned something about getting back into collecting cards again.
Yeah, I had that down as well, and then it made me ask the question, what would be in the Deep Lore About Nothing collection?
Well, I believe the Deep Lore About Nothing collection would first consist of the hockey player who got traded for a bus.
Bussy.
Bussy!
I remember him.
Because that was precisely my very next note after the fuckface card collection note.
Well, that's
we would
on there,
definitely
but,
have-
like,
We would definitely have a Billy Ripken card, for sure. We'd have to look to see if we can find them, but to see if we can find any trading cards from the movie Dinosaur.
oh, that would be perfect.
Because you can't tell me that wouldn't be a fucking hilarious bit.
Or I wonder if you could get like a PSA sealed graded copy of Dinosaur on VHS or DVD.
Oh,
At this
man.
point, you could grade anything.
VHS. On VHS, that would be incredible.
I don't know if it was released on VHS.
It was. It
It
was.
was?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we
It
have to
was.
look
I
this
didn't
up.
have it on VHS. I didn't have it on VHS. I didn't have it on VHS, but I remember it having been released on VHS because it was one of the last years that VHS was being made.
Say one of my personal favorite things that I've seen, like trading card wise. There's a couple cards that I've seen around, which I don't think we'd be able to obtain, but it is a Pokemon card of the Pokemon Poplio, signed by Pope Leo.
Oh, no way.
It's the funniest thing. And then there's at least one Durant card signed by Kevin Durant.
I would
Those
want
like I love
I would
both of
want a
those.
I would want a Durant card signed by Duran
Ooh.
because that would
Send
be
them out in
fucking
double
funny.
battles.
Exactly. Thank you, Dennis.
Fun fact,
Okay.
the old dinosaur movie does not have trading cards.
But it is
Damn
available
it.
on VHS. I can see it right here.
That's
And there's a
incredible.
fucking lemur on his head.
Is that movie really about dinosaurs?
It is a
We'll go
very
back-
derpy
Go back and
looking
listen to the
dinosaur.
episode and you'll find out.
Okay, it switches over to the back cover because I'm looking at this on Amazon right now,
Wow.
and it describes that movie. We keep coming back to this.
We keep going. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We gotta have this in the collection if it's gonna be if we're gonna make a deep lore collection. This has gotta be in it.
The movie is described as, quote, a total treat for kids and adults alike.
Speaking of total treats for kids and adults alike, it's been an absolute treat making this podcast. Deep Lore About Nothing will return again next week with some fun talk about burger bet results and the eating of writing instruments. Will we reference a dinosaur again? Will one of us offer to eat a pencil in Andrew's place? Find out on the next episode of Deep Lore About Nothing.